Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of Craft the World. And on this episode, we're going to be continuing where we left off, guys. We do have a few up here we need to take care of real quick, so we're going to go ahead and tell these guys to kill this dude real quick. And then we're going to go ahead and come down to this region and take over this area, because we need the silver, we need the gold, and we have a little bit of time in between the next wave. You can see there's a fair bit of guys down here, and it's going to be kind of difficult. I think the best thing to do would be to teleport over here to the side, lay down some traps, and, you know, just do the best we possibly can. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to put a portal down too far over. There we go. And then I am going to tell my guys to show up over here as best as possible. And we're going to put some traps down. We're going to throw some over here wherever we can. Let's go ahead and put them down. Of course, they are going to be used on these little pets right here, but as soon as they are dead and gone, you know, it will be used on any of the creatures who run by. So let's go ahead and leave our guys over here in this little tiny area. Let the mobs come to us so that we can get the, you know, the first couple hits. We do have somebody right there not wearing any equipment, and that is just downright unacceptable. So you are going to get some little clothes, my little friend. Let's see, what do we have for you? We have, of course, an iron pickaxe. We do have some better pickaxes being made, so that's going to be replaced fairly quickly here. But for now, let's see, what are you? A climber. So I guess it doesn't really matter what we give you. But, you know, since we do have a fair bit of, you know, ranged people, I guess I kind of want to go with a weapon as far as just a regular hand-to-hand kind of thing. We'll give you some breastplate. Rusty helmet, I think, is better, right? Isn't it? It's 3. And the leather helmet is what? 5. Well, actually, wow, the leather helmet is so much better. Let's give you that, little dude. And what about a bag of some sort? No, you don't need any bags. We can give you a warrior's book, so you're going to be used in that skill. And, of course, now you're going to do a better job for me. If you don't die, hopefully you don't die. There we go. Come on, guys. What are you waiting for? Put some of those traps down. Okay, we'll get rid of this. And we'll tell our guys to come on over here. And, wow, that was so much easier than I thought it was going to be. That was a little too easy, guys. That was a lot harder on some of the other playthroughs. You think maybe it's because of the armor? Or because I was just a little safer on this one? It just seems like one of the ones that we fought had, like, I don't know, 60 of these dudes popping out every other second. And this one, not so much. Did they only have so many guys they could pop out? And over the course of the game, I've annihilated most of them and then sealed them off in here, and that's why they just didn't have any more to send. Is that a thing? Because I don't know. Oh, no, they popped out a new guy. There we go. We got about, I don't know, one little cog that's, you know, not even all the way gone yet before they popped one of those out. I do remember one of them had something like a little banner that would climb and rise, and then as it, you know, came down, it would pop out another one or something. So there might be different versions of this that are in this level, and some of them are a lot harder, some of them a lot easier. I'm not quite sure how you tell which one's which, other than, you know, when you get close enough to it, you're like, okay, it doesn't have that piece. It's going to take a lot of portals, though, once we finally destroy it, if it drops everything that I'm hoping it will drop. This is so much easier. So much easier. I'm going to get some silver here. I'm going to be able to level my pickaxe up finally. Where are you guys coming from? Ah, we don't have a portal here anymore. Okay. We'll put one over here. Actually, I'll wait till you guys destroy it, because I want to put it right on top, but I don't want to block what's going to be falling here. Do I have minions yet? I do have minions. Okay, I'll put a portal down. Minions are going to be better for me. They're going to be able to make far more trips without using as much power. The power on a portal would just be outrageous, because they're going to go through it so quickly. Holy crap, guys. Look at that. There is nothing left of the light. Oh, wow. Check that out. Whew. I won't need leather for a while. Chitin as well. Chitin seems to be pretty good. Wood. We got some wood. We got some rope in there. They're picking up dirt, wool, coal, sand, some meat. What are they picking up? Okay, they're picking up the wool and the leather. Let's throw some more of these down. Let's not do too many, because they will come back for a second and third, maybe even 4 or 5 loads, depending on how long they're set to last. I think they're actually set to last by load, not by time. But these guys are going to pick up a lot of it as well. Let's give you guys something more to do than you know, mess with that. I want my little minions over there to kind of deal with that for a while. and we will have you guys come up here and get the rest of this silver. Yeah, this is going to be nice right here. It's going to be a nice little chunk for my guys. In fact, let me go in there and see if I can make another one real quick, which I hope I can. Where is it at? There it is. Silver, nope, they are still not making it. They actually have 4 set to make, so as soon as they make that, we should be off the races. But of course, they were over here fighting for us, and because of that, you know, I think these things can actually turn into the races, can't they? Let's go ahead and chop these things down. Don't really need more of a challenge at this moment than we actually have. See, you guys. All I want is you guys to you know, knock down resources and stuff. I don't want you doing any of the taking back to town. So I'm hesitant to give you another portal, but I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Let's see, where are my little minions? Where are my minions at? Okay, so you guys are going back. Okay, so you just finally got up here. That first trip took about, what is that, like 2 minutes? One of my dwarves is dead from what? Oh no. You gotta be kidding me. I don't even... These are the runaway dudes. These are the ones that went down, like, the wrong way. You know, they always seem to come down over here and they get stuck. Like, I'm not quite sure what that's all about, but they tend to do it fairly often. I don't know. I don't know what to do on this one other than... like, traps. Traps would be the best thing to put over here, maybe? But it seems like they go through them so quick. Oh, no, I can't do that, can I? Because what if he steps on... Ah, forget it. We're not gonna put any traps. I think that's why I never do it to begin with, but kind of got me because I don't want my guys to keep dying, and I want to do something about it. Let's see how you guys doing over here. Wow, these things got a lot of hit points. Look at that. You don't even see the life on that thing, but there it is. Finally, it's dead. Oh my God! Look at all these resources, guys. Oh, this was payday right here. This is where I needed to go. I absolutely needed to be over here. Logger's Book increases the speed at which trees can be cut down. Okay, well, we can definitely use that at some point because we just cannot get enough trees in this one. Now, the reason I'm going after the coal now, where I wasn't going after it before, is because now that we're getting a lot of these resources, a lot of this, you know, this coal is going to go towards making, you know, gold bars and silver bars and things of that sort. So even if you had a fair bit of coal, just keep in mind that if it's right there next to it, and you got your guys over here already working, you might as well go ahead and, you know, get that while you're here because it's going to help you out in the long run. You're going to be using that regardless, so just go ahead and snag it while you can. Let's go ahead and get this stuff over here. You need to come over here at one point and see what they got going on. You can see more silver here, but you can also hear some more noise in this direction right here. I bet you more than anything, there's a whole nother set of these guys just kind of chilling over there waiting for their chance to get out, and I don't really want to give them that chance just yet. So let's see, you guys still have my portals, yeah? Why would you guys be running back? Are you running back? Oh no, you're coming over here to chop down stuff. Okay, we'll put a portal up here to give you guys a little bit easier time getting there. Let you guys finish up doing what's down here. Come on, guys, I kind of want you to be over here to level me up. Let's see, can you make another one just yet? No, they still haven't made any bars. This could be... because I only got 30 minutes. 31 minutes and, 12 seconds before... oh, here they go. They're making another bar. Before that next wave comes. And I haven't put out any traps. I haven't chopped down any wood. So I've kind of put all my eggs in this basket of getting to that mithril stage that I can put one of those down. Which might not be a good idea because it might get completely destroyed if I actually put it out there before it should be there. Before it's like maxed out to the point it has protection all the way around it, and then rechange my landscape and stuff. But I gotta get it out there as quick as possible. And if I regret that decision later on, it's something I'm willing to kind of live with and accept if it actually gets to that point, because I need it so bad. I just kind of want to rush it, even knowing the consequences. Let's see, we'll put a portal there so that somebody can come over here and pick this stuff up. Ah, that was a waste. I forgot these guys would do it for me. I was like, why aren't these guys stopping at all? Usually they stop after making like one or two and start taking the stuff back. But I guess as long as these little dudes are around, they realize that, I don't need to stop. These guys will take it back for me. They're still picking up all that stuff. Okay, let's look at our guys down here. How are they doing? Most of my guys are gone. They've got what they could get. And, except for these guys up here. Okay, so they're still going to chop that down. Oh, these guys let him out. I knew they were going to be over here. Let's see, are they able to get up? No, they're not. Fantastic. Do exactly what you're doing. Don't change. Keep killing them right there. If you decide to jump down the hole, you're an idiot and you're going to die, but not much I can do to change that. I hope... No. Do not go down. He's going to go down the moment I leave, but you're doing good, guy. Keep doing what you're doing. Let's do a couple more of these over here, because there's a lot of gold coins, a lot of wood, a lot of stuff down here I don't want to waste, I don't want to lose, and I don't know what the time limit on this stuff is. I don't think I've ever seen anything depop, to be honest. It stays there for a while, but why risk it, right? You know, like, why? I want that silver and I want that wool, just in case. Let's see, what are we going to be doing on the next level as soon as we get past this? Yeah, so we'll make one more of these, and then we'll be doing silver arrows, wizard staffs, rifle. I want to make the rifle, and I want to make steel ammo. I don't know if I have to make one per steel ammo. That's probably going to be pretty bad if I have to do each ammo every time they fire. It's going to be like those fire arrows that they go through nonstop, and I don't really want to do that too much. Let's see, what else do we have to do? That's it. Like, we just have to do the expert weaponry, and then we're at gold, and once we can do gold, we can do the Tesla Tower. Like, that's our ultimate, you know, getting to that gold, so we can do these towers, which take the gold and the silver. So we're going to need a little bit of silver left for that as well, and of course the quartz. Okay, we need to keep an eye out for a lot more gold in the future. This is going to be a nice chunk, though. Okay, so we finally finished you. Oh yes, let's look at the swords. What can we do for you? Silver. Wow, that's a nice chunk of silver right there. What about the staffs? I like the staffs. The staffs greatly increase the capability of our wizards or mages. So we're going to go with that first, I think, before we do anything else. Let's check out the rifle, just to see what it requires. Now, it looks like I have everything I need to make this. I think I made it all beforehand. I didn't know I needed 2 gun muzzles for the item. I figured 1 per weapon, but went ahead and made them anyways. Trigger mechanisms, I think I made just 1 of those, or maybe 2 of those. And then the wood planks. Gunpowder took me forever to find the stuff that I needed to make that stuff with us. I probably won't be able to do too many of those. And then, of course, the silver. Let's do 1 of those. Let's try that out. This will be the first one we've ever made. We have 3 of these. Let's do... okay, we have 3 of those. I did make 3, thinking that I could make at least 3 of the weapons to start with. And I only made 5 of these bags. And let's see, what about the silver? Okay. Moment of truth, guys. Let's see, what does that look like? Well, let me click on it. There we go. 30 damage, 70 accuracy, distance 4. Well, let's put it on one of our guys. Let's go. Where are you at? No, not you. You are getting an upgrade. You're getting an upgrade from your pistol, which is 20 damage, 85% accuracy, and 3 ranged. It still hasn't been made yet. So 30 damage, 70%. So it actually went down in accuracy, but 1 in up in distance. And then a little bit more damage, right? 30, yeah, versus 20. Okay, well, we'll let you finish making that then. Because, holy crap, I can't wait to get our weapon guy. This is going to be awesome. And I guess while they're making that, I can go ahead and put on my other stuff that I want them to make, which is some of these as well. I don't have too many of these bars, but we'll have like a couple of these made for us. Because they are a huge, huge asset for your mages. There we go. And we do want to level our skill up as fast as possible. Oh, here we go, guys. He's going to pop out. Now, what do you think? You have a few seconds before you find out if he's going to like it or not. I'm going to go with he's going to hate it. Because he hates everything. Because me and him, we don't have the same taste in furniture. He's like, no, you should have given me the coffee table instead of the end table. I give him the end table, and he's like, no, you should have given me the couch. Like, he's not on the same wavelength with me. I'm not sure what I'm doing wrong for him, but one of these, see, he's going orange, man. No. Leave me alone. Please. Stop it. Stop turning my whole world into friggin'... Look at that. Even more. This is where you can see the first 3 rows over here have been there for a while. That's what was here before. He's turned another 3 rows into sand. He'll just keep going more and more into sand until this whole world is sand. I don't know what you would do against that. Like, really, the only thing that stops it, or seems to stop it, is the stone. But it goes right through it. So unless your entire base is made out of stone, you're not going to have much left, and it's going to be eating through the resources that you should be getting, such as the coal and the iron and things of that sort. He's really not that far away from my base. Like, he's pretty close. I wonder what's going to happen when he gets, further over here. not too many resources I really need to get over here before that happens. But if you make him happy, he'll, take the stuff from over here and make it back to what it used to be. So let's go into our inventory and see why everything's being made. Is there anything I can give him? Like, I should just give him gold, right? Can I drag gold coins down? No, I cannot do that. Okay, let's see. It should be in here, though. I think the gold coins are, yeah, right there. So let's go ahead and put some of those down here because he's not liking anything else. And we'll give him a few. Wow, he was angry there for a second. Seriously, he doesn't want all gold coins? Like, he's not happy with that? How can you not be happy with nothing but gold coins? Like, it's basically like somebody saying, here's a whole bunch of free money. Take it. You didn't really do anything for it, but here it is anyways. Like, even if you only got a little bit of it, like, it's still free money. Like, I could only give you so many, but he's not going to be happy. I can't please that guy at all. I wish I could. I wish there was something I could do for him. If you guys know the exact combo of what to use to make that guy happy, let me know. I'll definitely give it a try. There's no harm in trying that out because it is beyond me what that dude wants, and I'd like to be able to give it to him, give him off my back, and reseed a little bit of that sand that has kind of taken over that entire side of the map, and just make it look a little bit better. Like, I don't really need his help. I guess he could probably take over pretty much all of the map, and I could still do what I need to do. Because I'm sure the altars are not going to be, the kind of places that these guys are coming from. Did they seal it up? Let me go ahead and pick this stuff. I forget the scaffolding is here. But, yeah, I mean, it just seems like one of those things that if I could, figure it out, the game would just be that much easier, and I don't know, I just maybe haven't concentrated too much on, like, what is needed in getting that done. Did this guy die down here? I don't think so. There's nothing down there that would imply to me that he died. Of course, there's nothing down here that would imply to me that he didn't. Other than just his equipment is in here. Ah, there's no way. Are they? Oh no, they're still coming from someplace over here, I think. Maybe. I don't know. That might be a dead end. Maybe that's where everybody was hiding. Like, all the people this thing could have spawned are stuck over here in this corner. And that's why there's like 15 dudes over here that never got back up here to fight me. That would make a lot of sense. That would make a lot more sense than saying that little area was so much more easier than I remember it being. Because it was so easy compared to what it should have been. And kind of frightening in the sense of just, I got lucky. I got that lucky coming down here. It's planning for the worst, and I got basically the best you can possibly get. Which, I'm not going to complain too much about because that's fantastic. That's super rare, and I'm going to take it where I can get it. But don't expect that to be the commonality, the common thing when you guys come through and have to do it for yourself. No, that usually is never that easy. That's the first one I ever had, so fantastic that I got a nice easy one for me. Let's come over here and start chopping away at all this. I guess we can come this way since we're already down here. And we're going to put a whole bunch of portals down here as well. Maybe not a whole bunch of portals, but, a portal with a lot of time on it. Let's see, we'll put it right here. Because it's going to be like kind of the heart and center, of where we're at for a good bit of time. Because now, especially once I see down here, we're going to travel down here and grab all of this, which is, just extra resources for us. Let's go ahead and chop all this down as well. We're going to need a little bit of scaffolding in here. So let me go ahead and start putting that down while we have the chance. And I do remember that I put scaffolding down somewhere else. Quite a bit of it as well. So I need to look for that because we are missing, I think, at least 4 or 5 pieces of it somewhere. And it's on the map. When you zoom out, it gives you a nice idea of where your guys are. It shows you, like, their big heads on the map. But when you zoom out, it doesn't show you where, like, your scaffolding is, something that you can leave behind. That's clearly meant to be, picked up when you leave because that's how it's designed to work. And yet you can't see it. I kind of hope that maybe in some patch they will kind of integrate that in there. Like, you can see where your little minions are. You can see where your little your imps are, where they're flying to pick resources up. It's all there on the map. You can see where the enemies are, but the ladders and stuff like that. But your scaffolding, I just don't see it. Like, it's really, really hard to see. And when it does show up, it just basically looks like anything else. It kind of blends in. That's what I'm looking for. If I have scaffolding anywhere, maybe I put it up on the top, up here maybe, because I know I was getting some more of those roots down. I guess maybe I picked that one up. Huh? Maybe that's all I had. I could have swore I had a fair bit more. I'll have to go back and watch those videos and see if maybe I can figure out where I left all that stuff at. But for now, I'm more than fine with dealing with what I got. You know, it's still gonna slow me down a little bit, but not too much. Oh, great, these guys are falling down over here. Let me give you a portal, dudes. Stop killing yourself. I'll give you a portal, and you guys can come over here and start mining a little bit more of this stuff as well. Wow, this is just payday over here, guys. This is exactly what I needed. And the quantities that I need. Holy crap, even more. This is going to be one of those episodes where I just can't stop myself for like 20 minutes. I keep seeing more resources, and I'm like, I got to do it. Like, I just have to. It's a compulsion. It's a fisher's book. I haven't got one of those in a while. Let's go ahead and chop all of this down. Yes, give me the yummy resources. All of them. Uh-oh. Okay, so they're not going to be able to chop it down like that, obviously, so I need to connect that somehow so that, yeah, there you go. And there's a little bit of coal right there, so they're going to be doing a little bit more for me in the way of getting some resources. Let's go ahead and put some portals down here. This does still have like 12 minutes on it, so I kind of hate wasting another one, especially when I don't have a lot of time left on my my portal usage. You know, I only have 16 mana left, so these portals are going to go by pretty quickly. But I think it's still better to put one down there so that my guys can run down there and chop stuff, or come up here and do the stuff they're doing. I think I need to put another minion because they're starting to pick stuff up and take it back. And as long as these minions are here and they kind of call out that resource before my dwarves do, then they won't use the portal to return. They're just going to chop stuff down. And at the moment, I don't really need the stuff in my inventory. Like, there's stuff I need to make, but, you know, I'd rather get the resources harvested first. But I guess I can come in here real quick and see, maybe make a few more of these rifles, or at least start the process of making that stuff. No, it's going to use steel. I'm not going to use steel on this stage of the game. But it does go to show you, if you don't have a lot of silver, you could make rifles and skip this whole silver weaponry stuff and, you know, not have to go looking for it if it's kind of rare on your map. Silver arrows. I'm not wasting it on silver arrows. Silver sword. You know, I'm going to replace that with this one over here anyway, so I'm not going to go with the silver sword. I'm going to go with the staffs because it's going to be a while. So we're going to need more silver to do that. We can make 10 right now, but I don't know how long is the coal going to last, you guys think? 135, probably a little while. You know, maybe not enough in the long run, but definitely for, you know, the next, I don't know, probably next hour or so. I probably won't have to worry too much about it. And there's a few places where I'm going to harvest coal anyways that's along the path. So as long as I do that every once in a while, I should be good to go. Where are you guys going? I think they're going to come up here and get these resources, or are they coming up here for something? I hope they're not trying to come all the way out. Oh no, what is going on up here? Leave that alone. Where are you going? Okay, so he's going around in circles, or did he just change what he decided he was going to do? Because I stopped chopping that one little log down. Oh no, they're coming over here. This is the only way they can get up here, because there's no little ladder right here. If I put a piece of dirt right here, they'd be able to just jump over. But because they're coming all the way around over here, that's a little ridiculous. But yeah, we're going to have to fix that right here. Let's grab this guy, select toward control, and we're going to come over here and put some dirt down. And from now on, they'll be able to... I don't know if I like that weird colored dirt down here. It doesn't seem to really match, but there it is. Let's see, where are you going? Oh, you're going to pick the stuff up? Yeah, there's just not enough of my little dudes. Not enough of them. Dang it. We got to put more down because it's just more efficient for these guys to do it. Let's do that. It's going to lower... Oh, man, we're not going to have very many portals for very much longer, but we'll do what we can. Holy crap. Oh, my God. Yes, we're going to get some sulfur out of this. This is still nice. I mean, you know... Oh, man, we're not going to get all this before our portals run out. That's for sure. That's not going to happen. But at least once the portals run out, we're going to have a lot to do back at our base that our guys can sit there and start working on building weapons and getting ready for the next wave, because I do need, I think, probably about 15 minutes. 15 minutes to get it set up for the next wave, go out there and chop some more trees down, at the very least, because, you know, I'm just not going to be able to get this you know, Tesla tower done in time. Like, we have to do so many more wizard staff. They still have to make the bars, and then once we do that, We still have to make the gold bars here and then make the Tesla. It's still going to be another like 2 episodes away, I would imagine, before we can get to that stage and make it a little bit easier on us. But we have the resources. You know, we're at that point where we have what we need. Now we just have to do it. You know, and that's the easy part. It may take a little while, but it's the easy part. It's the part that I enjoy. The logging. Yes, we're going to use that too. We have the resources down here, so I can just send my little minions whenever I have power. You know, it could just sit down here until then. Again, I'm not sure how long it takes for it to disappear, but I don't think I've ever seen the resources disappear, so I'm not too worried about it now that there's not a whole, like, crap ton of them there. And we have a guy right here with nothing in his inventory. In fact, while we're here, everybody's getting an upgrade. Yes, you are. Fantastic, isn't it? Feel the power, guys. Can you feel it? Can you feel the difference? I know you can. You guys are all ecstatic. They're getting brand new equipment, guys. This does not happen very often. This is like going to work and having your boss hand out cell phones and being like, oh, here it is. You get a cell phone that we can track and keep on. Oh, no, we didn't say that. It was a good cell phone. It's fantastic. You got a nice little piece of technology. Have fun with it, right? No, like it's cool because it's something you can use, and it's like low tech, so you don't have to worry about anything, you know, weird happening with it behind the scenes. But this guy doesn't have anything. He's going to start off with a silver pickaxe. So he's a nice little dwarf there, man. He's had a very nice little life. Now, he's a miner, which absolutely works for us. Fantastic. We do have a wizard staff, so we're going to give him that. We're also going to see what kind of equipment that we can give him. Okay, we're going to give him that, some boots. We don't have a leather hat to give him, unfortunately. So we will have to make some armor here coming up fairly soon, actually. So I think we're going to give him that when that finally pops up. For now, we'll give him the rusty stuff there. Now, somebody told me that the wizards have, of course, their own mage stuff, and then the archers have the archery skill right here. This skill, they say, for archery can actually be used for your gun. And I'm not sure if that's true or not. If it is, can the archery glove go to increase that, even though they're using a gun? That's my kind of question to you guys. If you know the answer, let me know. It's kind of interesting to know that they can kind of they fix that without actually going into the game and fixing it. You know, like they did an easy, very quick fix until they could go in there and probably change it later on down the road. Because if they realize that it needs a skill of its own, let's just give it the archery one because they're very similar. They probably realize that it needs a skill of its own, and at some point we should probably give it. You know, like if we have time, let's just go back in there and give it a, you know, a marksman or rifleman skill of its own, and kind of get that going for the people who want that extra little bit of challenge. Because if you give it archery skill, that means at any given time you can switch between, you know, your weapon as far as bows and arrows and your marksman stuff, which is kind of cool. It does kind of change up the game a little bit and allow you to experiment with, you know, having somebody who's uber and then changing what he does and seeing how that alters. You know, like, do you kill faster with a bunch of archers than you do with marksmen, or do you find that you kill faster with the marksmen than you do with the archers? One does more damage, the other one kills faster. Like, what's the difference? You'd be able to compare them because your guys are completely maxed out and they do things really quickly. So when they come across like a guardian or something like that, they just wipe the floor with it. Still got 5 minutes left on that one. I still have 7 power, 7 mana left. So I could go ahead and keep harvesting over here, but I want to finish up, let them get everything that's here, and then once they do, I know there's stuff down here, so when I need it, I know where to come to find it. I won't have to go looking for it, but I need them to go get some wood, start building some traps, maybe start progressing in building some stuff for the next set of tiers and stuff like that. And now I think there probably is, you know what, I might actually have enough wood to do the traps anyways. I just wouldn't have anybody over here to put them down because they're all too busy doing other stuff. Can these guys not get inside my base? There we go. Can you guys go in now? Nope, still not really going there. I mean, they can, but not really. So we're going to go ahead and put a portal up here as soon as I see... How many traps can we build? Yes, here we go. 38. That might be enough. And that's all wood that we got from the enemy. Yeah, let's go ahead and do all of it. Because, you know, there's a fair bit of land to cover right here. And even with all this covered, our guys still died. Like, 2 of our guys still died. They still made it inside. They still have the advantage, you know. Until we get that Tesla tower, Can we put a trap where that is? Wow, I didn't know that. That's fantastic. We can put a trap. That is exactly what we were going to do. That is crazy. Why would that be a thing? Why would they let you put a trap right where, you know, you put the other trap? Like, well, how can you have 2 on 1 when one takes up the entire area? I don't know, but we're going to do that anyways. Let's go ahead and put a portal here. We're going to tell our guys to come up here and attack. We need to clear this out before it gets too late. We need to also send our guys to bed. But I'm going to do most of this off camera right now, guys. I'm going to let them finish this up. And I will see you guys here in a bit. Again, if you do enjoy these videos, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe. Definitely helps grow the channel. Make sure to leave some comments down below. I do love hearing back from you guys on what you want to see in the future. Are you enjoying the video? You know, what's something you might want to see us build or try out? Do you have a strategy that you never quite, you know, tried? Did you not get to this point and you want to know something that maybe I'm not mentioning, or maybe something that I went over in other episodes that you didn't hear? You know, leave that down there in the comments. I'm always happy to help out where I can, and we have learned quite a bit as we progress through this game together. So it's been a fantastic journey, and I can't wait to see what, you know, is in store for us as this progresses. So again, guys, thanks for watching, and we will catch you next time.